I don't know about getting away. I think it's just a game that we didn't manage very well, and we didn't come out on the right side of it because we didn't manage it very well. And we played poorly the first half with the wind, and we didn't make any use of it. And then the second half, we kind of dug in, and we knew we had to defend for long periods of time, and we did that, and we ran out of steam the last kind of few kind of minutes. But they're a good quality set. They're top of the table for a reason, and they managed the game really well that second half, and a couple of 50-22s put us on the back foot, and we just didn't hold on to the ball well and didn't build enough phases to kind of put them under pressure that second half.
I imagine the fact that you weren't able to sort of manage the game, as you mentioned, is probably down to the fact that you haven't won many games this season. I mean, if you're winning games, you find ways to win, don't you? So when you're in that situation where you're 1 point clear or whatever it was with 20 to go, it's an unfamiliar place for your side, and it just proved too much.
Yeah, exactly. And we talk about it kind of most weeks, is that kind of mentality. We just didn't have it to kind of hold off. And obviously we had the opportunities, and unfortunately let the kind of opportunities kind of slip by. A couple of first phase kind of turnovers, a couple of guys slipping or kind of not getting on the outside and getting turned over and things like that inside their 22, and with a kind of strong wind at Silveroid and a good kind of 10, they're picking up kind of 30, 40, 50 metres kind of every kind of time, and we're kind of stuck in our own half.
There's definitely positives to take, though, isn't there? I know that the scoreline reflects, a defeat, and there's no points to say for it today, but surely there's positives to take into next weekend.
Yeah, there's a few there, definitely. I think the second half, the way that we kind of defended, we defended kind of really well. But it's just we're trying to play a system that I don't know whether or not the lads are not getting, or we're not just kind of sinking, and there's too many kind of individuals, and we're not really kind of clicking as a team at the moment. And as you said, it's obviously that losing kind of, and then obviously the pressure at the bottom of the table takes its toll as well, and you need kind of 50-50 bounces to kind of go your way, and there was a couple of 50-50 calls and 50-50 bounces that didn't really go our way today, and we kind of put our heads down and we didn't really fight to kind of get back into it. So we go back to the drawing board on Tuesday. We've got Glossop away. It's obviously going to be a huge kind of game for us, and we'll see how we go.
Just two more from me. How great was it to have Benny back here, I know, all the way from Australia, and obviously Luke Brown as well returning to the side, who picked up man of the match. Great to have two familiar faces here, and also the familiar faces in the crowd who came for the reunion dinner.
Yeah, it's great to have big personalities in the team, and we kind of lack that a little bit around our kind of pack and around the backs and things like that. So to have them kind of come in and Benny kind of put a shift in after what had happened to him the last time he had played here kind of 4 or 5 years ago was absolutely fantastic. And hopefully we get the kind of that drive and hunger from Luke to kind of come back and play a little bit more, which will be fantastic, because he brings a huge kind of strength to our kind of second row, and another kind of ball carrier with us as well. So, and then obviously today is playing in front of kind of a lot of old kind of boys, and listening to a lot of old boys on the sideline is fantastic, and looking forward to getting upstairs and having a couple of beers and reminiscing about the good old days. So obviously that's fantastic having them here, and it's obviously a great day for the club.
And next weekend is essentially a cup final for you, really. Glossop, who are below you in the table, it's must win. It's win at all costs, isn't it? Next weekend.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to kind of go into that. We still haven't reached the halfway point of the season, but unfortunately, we've kind of put ourselves in the situation, and we need to kind of dig ourselves out. So the lads need to kind of buy into what we're trying to look to do, and if not, it's going to be a long kind of back half of the year as well, which is obviously going to be unfortunate, but we're hoping that the lads will buy in, and we'll kind of get that kind of feedback, and we'll go again next week and look to try and get some points away.